What's up, lead dwellers? Good morning. Hey, maybe you're wondering why I'm doing this. This is the official sign of lead plus well. Why is this so? Because it encompasses the letters L. So I think this way or this way. Lead, and then the plus sign, this one. Okay. And then W. There you go. So when you see that, put it on your heart. You're part of the community, my friend. Lead plus well. Okay. So, lead dwellers, how are you doing today, my friends? So just a quick update. I announced it last time that we have a new number for First Shepherd Therapy and Healthcare Staffing. It's 214-257-8417. Okay. Emails firstshepherdmain@gmail.com, and our website is firstshepherdhealthcarestaffing.com. So, want to reach us out? That's it, our website. And I have my coaching personal business website, drfrancisdpt.com. And also, just giving you a heads up, we will be launching soon a life coaching arm of drfrancisdpt.com. So I'll discuss on the next episode about what life coaching is all about. It's a growing field. That's why I'm put into it, and I'm a certified life coach as of this time. Woo! All right. So let's jump into our weekly wellness tip. So I like to um, dedicate this weekly wellness tip for our amazing nurses out there. So if you're an RN, an LVN, an LPN, or CNA, certified nursing assistant, I just want to say you're all doing a good job. It's not easy, especially with the unpredictable times of the pandemic, to just do what you're doing, all the night shifts, the overtimes, the sleepless nights that you're doing, and the risk that you are taking. It's just amazing and phenomenal. So let me just define what nursing is all about from your association, American Nursing Association, 2022. Nursing can be described as both an art and a science, a heart and a mind. At its heart lies a fundamental respect for human dignity and an intuition for a patient's needs, well defined. And it's beyond words how grateful we are for you nurses out there that are risking your lives to just take care of our patients, especially in this time, the pandemic. So once you see a nurse, my friends, out there, just tell them or give them something to encourage them, say good things about them, because you know there's a lot on their plate as nurses. So kudos to you. You are our healthcare heroes, our wonderful and amazing nurses. Okay, so let us have a quick review of our talk last time with our series called Leading Like a Burger Patty, which is meaning leading at the middle. So the leader is right in the middle between being a supervisor of people under him or her and also have a leader on top of them, which is a typical one when you're in the corporate world. You feel like you're a sandwich, like a burger. You're in the patty in the middle. There's a lot of things going on above you, and there's a lot of things going under you. So meaning leading down is when a leader is considered the supervisor, manager, and problem solver of tasks that can be handled by the follower under the leader's authority. So how to lead down, just a very quick review. Be a good servant first, okay? Number 2, be a good mentor, not a commander. And number 3, be empowering, not controlling. If you like to hear again the episode, that's episode 30 of our Lead Plus Well on Spotify podcast, and we're also available in YouTube. Okay? So remember, the best reward as a leader when you're leading down is to raise leaders just like you. So who are you raising? That's the big question from last episode. So let me jump in to our episode today. How to lead up in a humble way. So When you say, as I said once again, leading up is about a leader or a supervisor that has someone above him or her that's also is overseeing the whole company. Mostly, let's say it's like a chief financial officer or chief operating officer because the CEO is above that person. That's a typical example. Or you are a rehab director and you have the regional director of rehab above you and your clinical supervisors under you. So that's just a typical setup of what I'm going to talk about. So how do you lead up in a humble way so that you're making an impact for the leaders above you? Okay, I'll make it easy. I just have 2 points today, and it's very easy to understand. Letter U, understand before being understood. What I'm talking about here, your supervisor above you as a leader or CEO have a lot on their plate, not just the business, but personal and family life. So, if you feel like you are leading better than the CEO or the one above you, settle down a little bit, think about it. The reason why your CEO promoted you or hired you for that position is because he or she has a lot on her plate, not just business wise, but also personally and family wise. And he needs some breathing room. There are some CEOs I know that manages like 10 businesses, and he or she needs a person like a director or administrator to make sure that the process is going well and making the company profitable. So before you say, why is he not always here every week? Always ask the question, what is he also getting busy about more than the company that I'm in right now? Next, corporate leadership requires focus, discipline, and consistency. Having these traits every day as a leader above you will notice that you are working hard and you're also loading off the pressure on your leader's plate. Again, you should have consistency, discipline, and focus. If you are a supervisor on the middle, you need to stay focused, have a planner, put down what are your tasks for the day that needs to be accomplished to be more productive. Unless you write it, it's hard to accomplish it, my friend. Okay? That's the power of writing it down, having a notebook, because I don't memorize everything that I will say and I don't want to be off track of what I'm talking about today. That's why I need a guide. Okay, next, check often with your supervisor as a friend and not just an employer. Okay, check on your supervisor once in a while. Shoot them a text or email. I just want to check on you. How are you doing? I heard that you're sick. I'm hoping that you'll feel well soon because we need you and we miss you. Simple as that. Doesn't need to have be a gift. Just showing concern that you as the leader at the middle is very much aware of what's happening of the people above you and under you. And that's what stands you out as a leader. You are compassionate and you're empathizing. Next, be the first to affirm your supervisor publicly and privately if he or she does something right, either big or small. Even a small bit of, let's say, an idea, affirm them. I like your idea. This is something I think we can work on. Let them know because you know what? Most of the CEOs have this tendency of feeling emotionally that does anyone get what I'm talking about? I need feedback. Or is there someone that really cares about what I'm saying? Think about it. So, having someone to just affirm, you know, just sharing ideas, giving some good constructive feedback, a CEO or president will appreciate that very well. Okay. Also, write down, as a supervisor in the middle, write down on a piece of paper the instructions given by your supervisor above you. Okay? If there is something that, for example, there's a scenario, a problem that you are asking to your supervisor. Put the instructions or how it was executed on paper so that you don't need to repeat the question over and over again. I'm a person like that. If I taught you once and I feel like I already taught you that specific instruction on the same scenario, I want to see that you're able to execute it next time you encounter that. Because if you don't, meaning you're not taking to consideration the time and the effort that I gave you to instruct you. So write the instructions down on paper or in a notebook. I will highly appreciate that. Okay, as a leader, because it also shows you respect. You're teachable. You want to take off the load from your supervisor. And last but not the least, there are more, but I want to just give bits and pieces. Honor your supervisor's time. If you ask him or her for 15 minutes of his time on her busy schedule, make sure you jot down the questions already. Be straight to the point so he can answer it immediately. And when he only gives you 15 minutes, honor that, because a leader, an organized leader, their time is valuable. As the great John Maxwell said, not I'll give all my unconditional love to everyone, but not everyone deserves my unlimited time. Think about that. Okay. Whew, that's a lot in one section. Okay, let me breathe a little bit. Okay. My second point. Letter P. So a while ago, it's understand before being understood. Number 2, letter P, persevere and be persistent at your work every day. Just do your best. Do your 101% of the task that you were assigned to. Never mind the results, as long as you put your hard work in. The billionaire entrepreneur Shark Tank, Mark Cuban, says, the only thing that you can control with the business or your work is the effort you put on it. The outcome, you have no control of it. Leave it to God. But the effort you put it every day, someone will notice that. And someone will know that you're a hard worker because they can see it, they can feel it. Okay. So also, if you like your boss and leader and your leadership, do your best and give your 100%. If you don't like your supervisors, the first one was, if you like your boss, give your best always. Take the load off from their plate. But if you don't like your boss, like let's say in 3 months, you feel like me and my boss are not getting good at, like we're not communicating very well. I don't get what she wants or he wants to do with the company. I don't capture his vision. If you don't like your boss, step back, reassess, and see if the job is still a fit for you. Think about it. If you don't like what you're going, don't go there. I repeat, if you don't like where you're going, don't go there. Because life is very short to just have your day, your 8 to 5, to live a life without purpose and just striking along. Money, you can have that. It can be replaceable, but your time is very important. So, think about it. Is this a good fit? Is this company still feeding my moral values? So, the truth is, here's the truth. If you don't like your job, leave, because you are wasting the time and money of yourself and your employer for staying there. Both parties lose. I repeat, if you don't like your job, leave, because you are wasting the time and money of yourself and your employer for staying there. Both parties lose. So there's no win if you stay there and you are just doing a mediocre job. I'm just saying. So if you need to resign and you're happy with it, there's a greener pasture. I have an episode, I think 3 episodes back, where I said that, if you want to transition to another setting or job, go for it. Have those guidelines. Okay. So if you don't know the answer, ask and record the response in a certain scenario so you will not repeat the same question again. As what I said a while ago. Meaning, you should have a heart of humility and be teachable. at all times. If you're a leader at the middle, you should also get feedback, not just from your supervisor, but also the people under you, so that you'll stay accountable, and you know that, and your employees know that you are very involved with what's happening to them. And you're not just someone that's just sitting there at your office, at your desk from 8 to 5. Get out of your office, talk to your employees, ask how they're doing, be the energy source of the office as the leader at the middle. Okay, so before I go, always remember, letter U, understand before being understood if you want to live up in a humble way. And letter P, persevere and be persistent at your work every day. Remember, always lead up in a humble way. Okay? Always lead up in a humble way. As a promise from the Bible, but He gives us more grace. This is why the scripture says, God opposes the proud but shows favor to the humble. So God opposes the proud but shows favor if you are humble. Keep that in mind. So whatever you do, if you think that you're giving out your best and you're not stepping on each one's toes, you're not causing insubordination and such, God will reward that, my friend. Okay. So, as a banner cry here in Lead Well, I'll see you again on the next episode, and it's an exciting one because we're talking about what's going on the mind of a leader. So, you are be strong and courageous because you're not just called to lead, my friends, but to lead it well. Have a good one, and thank you very much.